that after they submitted those petitions, people who had signed asked that their names be taken off, and that therefore they did not, when those names were taken off, have the threshold they needed to force a recorded vote. Now the convention going on to other business, as you can see from Mike Lee, from Gordon Humphrey, from that loud reaction we have been hearing from that crowd. This is not going over well with the Stop Trump forces. They think there's some chicanery going on here. I think Hallie Jackson is on the floor. Hallie, what do you have? That's Ken Cuccinelli you're with.
Equipment and benefits.
And you seem incredibly disappointed right now.
You are quite a diplomat. This is, especially after 2012, this is infuriating to watch an RNC-run convention roll right through the same gaveling through of people following the rules they did in 2012. This is really appalling. This is the party of law and order that I was an attorney general. That was, that matters to me. And if you won't obey your own rules, there's no reason to think you'll obey any others. And here we've got RNC trampling their own grassroots delegates. And for most of us here, this was about getting good grassroots rules and getting a voice in the vote. You've got unbinding people over there. You guys have spent a lot more reporting time on that. But that is not where this all came from.
What is next for you? Where do you go from here, given what we're seeing unfold right this moment?
I understand Lucy's open and it costs a nickel, but this is done. They rolled through. They cheated. I mean, that's what you just saw. You saw them violate their own rules. And if the rules don't matter, I'm not quite sure why we spend all this time writing them.
What about people who say this is all just a ploy for some sort of Ted Cruz bid coming up?
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. This is not useful. If Ted has stayed away from this, we have stayed away from unbinding. The people you see here in Virginia, we have a couple of unbinding delegates here, but overwhelmingly the Virginia delegation signed the petitions for the roll call vote today because we are disappointed. We were furious about the treatment Thursday, but disappointed in a set of rules that centralize more and more and more power in the RNC and its chairman instead of going the other way. We put in amendments to protect, to actually fix the problems identified by Donald Trump, like those selection committees that picked delegates behind closed doors. You remember those protests in Florida, Indiana, Tennessee? We put in amendments to fix that. They voted them down. We put in amendments to get rid of the nominations committees that Trump people universally hated all across the country. We tried to fix that. They voted them down. We were trying to do the right thing for the grassroots. And we're not just former Cruz delegates. We have Kasich and Trump and people who never committed to anybody yet supporting this effort.
So big picture, though, Ken, you're using some incredibly strong language to describe your own party, your own Republican Party, and the leadership of the party that you ascribe to. So what do? Do you still call yourself a Republican?
Look, I am proud of Virginia Republicans here today. We stood together as a majority for the rule of law. I wish the RNC had followed the lead of its first Commonwealth, the Commonwealth of Virginia. It's really a sad day for them. So.
Ken, thank you so much, Steve. We called him disappointed in the beginning of the interview. I think you can fairly say he's furious now. And what has really become a raucous scene here on the floor of the convention.